Well, what better way to end a regular season than with one of the most bitter rivalries in the NFC West? It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Welcome to the Bay Area, everyone. It is rivalry week in the NFC West. Seahawks 49ers is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Get set, get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. And Brock, this is a rivalry that's so relatively new by comparison, right? They've only been division opponents since '02, but the mutual dislike, maybe even hatred, is it's that of a much longer series, thanks to that short stretch where they were each other's biggest obstacles to reaching that Super Bowl.
And a lot of stars during that time, too, Kate. Harbaugh, Carroll, Sherman, Russell, 49ers loaded with talent as well. It may be short-lived, but there's a lot of vitriol between the two.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's got room to roam. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Ready.
Here's Milroe to throw. Rolling out to his left. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Handoff running left, Walker. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
Come on, set. Ready,
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it. Out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Get set. Stop.
From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Watch out. Do not.
First down throw by Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Get set. Up.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Outside.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, Milrow. Headed out right. He's taking a shot down the center. That's caught at the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
Milrow with it on 1st. Vacates quickly left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
I don't think so. The kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Watch out!
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure coming. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Get set! Get set! Ryder, rush up! Box!
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
3rd and long, Purdy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready!
Throwing off the play fake. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
38 yards. And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Up the sideline, past the 45. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Seahawks with an early lead. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Ayuk makes the catch. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And that should be Seahawks football. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field. Well, we're 1-5. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Get set, get set. Yo, 18, watch out. H-Rail, corner. Huh?
3rd and goal, Purdy. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
In a close game like this, Kate, they couldn't afford not to stack some points. On the couple they got off the safety, and now, well, that turns out to be a 5-point swing.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. He's keeping it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st down throw here from Milroe. Buying some time left. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Here's a screen now for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
To throw, here's Milroe. Rolling out to his left. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Milroe looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready? Liking 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Outside. 22.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Short pass brought in. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take the lead on the first play of the drive. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now, Milrow. He rolls to his right. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking downfield, snagged by Royal. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Come on.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Seahawks trailing in the early going. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
To the air, Milrow. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
And therein lies the problem when somebody other than a quarterback is dependent to throw it. Their clock, their timing, their understanding of the rush, well, it's not what the guy under center is accustomed to.
Okay, ready?
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. They're in the long for him here. Buys time, roll it, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And instead of taking a 1-point lead, they trail by 2.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out. Walk.
Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers throw their lead just before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers push the lead to 2 scores now.
Seahawks 17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Go play action here, it's Milrow. And we put everything he's got behind it. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, Niners going with some dime coverage here.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Here's Milrow to throw. Chased out to his right. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Seahawks.
Hold the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Throwing here, Milrow escapes the pocket. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Go! Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Ready.
Charbonnet reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Robinson with the return. He's hauled down on what was the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Milrow now to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Milrow with it on 1st. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's Milroe. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Throwing off the play fake. That's caught for the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2.
Yeah, right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and take them really high in the draft, especially when they can be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 32.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy setting up that play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Line around up.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
1st down, ball at the 36.
18 Cardinal, go!
To throw again, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Get set. Get set. Right around set.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers find some points there. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And they'll take the lead.
Seahawks 32. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Will Rowe looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. They'll go play action. Buying some time left. He can run it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
To the line. Here's third and 3.
Let's go.
Rolling now off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
A loss of 4 yards. 3 and out.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 20. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Purdy on the play action. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Let's see what they went with on third down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. As that'll leave. With just 2 to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they went with. Third down. Here he goes, third and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
So now a two-point try coming from Milroe and the Seahawks.
Come on, come on.
Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Pass play coming here. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Ooh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
They're kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not all the time you get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Going the out route, complete. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strip. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Get set, get set. Here we go, here we go. Line around, up. Up.
Now again, McCaffrey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Has it in close. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Still has some space inside the 35. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 on the 19-yard line.
Get set, get set.
From the red zone now. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Caught near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well you can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage at really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for two.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're throwing it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth.
Makes the score Niners 41.
Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Rolling out to his left. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Back. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Off the play fake, Milrow. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Go! Viking 18! Panther 60!
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Ready.
Leading 9 now on this 3rd down, thanks to that false start penalty.
Ready. Panther 60! Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Headed out right. One is caught. Hilton has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Throwing now, Milroe. Vacates quickly left side. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw, here's Milroe. Buying some time right. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 4th-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Robinson with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He hangs on to that football, Brock, for a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Running quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Outside. 18, watch out, yellow.
Looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really managed both 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Check. Roll. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18. Ready.
Staying with Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready. Liking 18.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
It's a gain of 4. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chain.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Toss play. This is Walker. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Find some time left. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Ready.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Smash. Ready.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Here's Walker running right. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks up by 4.
Okay, break.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
A 35-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
41.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Setting up to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
To the air again. Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
18, watch out.
McCaffrey on third down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Got it. Ready?
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Get it.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Real my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Killing me, back to back. matte black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rosa, matte black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool with these little, they try to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog, on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, bro, they heard somebody stress, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip, I told bro to walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first she loaded up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
You can get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. The passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure. I do not matter. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say my jolly. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vic, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this wasn't a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on that issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You want